Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in once again to another segment of Oh So Bossly in the Bossly Cafe. So today we got a war story for you today. Now, this is not one that we're glorifying. This one is actually just going to tell you one of the few dangers in jail, since people always try to highlight the very few glories of jail. And the drug trade being one. Now, drugs in prison don't really mix. One, they're illegal. Two, it's at a low quantity, but it's at a high demand. So now when you're the individual with the drugs, it could be dangerous. So with that being said, I think that's one of the stories we need to share out there for the youth, because they might have the wrong assumption. We're thinking like, hey, as long as we're getting drugs and we got drugs, I'll be good, because I heard people on the internet put it out there like that. Well, nah. It'll actually put you in a more dangerous position where things could actually happen to you. But before we get into that, I want to give a major shout out to my man Brooklyn Stock Shop. Yo, bro, I just caught your last video about those 5 up-and-coming penny stocks. I'm definitely going to tune into that. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, Brooklyn Stock Shop, he comes through the cafe all the time as a patron, just a visitor. But unbeknownst to us, man, he has a popping channel where, like, it doesn't have a large following. So if y'all want to go show support, definitely go over there and hit the subscribe. But my boy, he definitely, like, got some great stock tips. And like I said, man, if you want to tune in, I like to invest. I like to catch on when, especially people who follow it. Sometimes it's easier for me to just listen to them and take a shot with their advice. So far, I listened to him with that HCMC video a couple weeks ago, and we hit. So shout out to Brooklyn Stock Shop. Make sure y'all go subscribe. I'll put the link down in the description box. So check me out. He beat him, pushed it out. So now, as planned, I go, count to 10, 9, 8, all the way down to 1. So now when I walk in there, the last door, I tell the homie, yo, when I push the store open, if son tries to push past me, nigga, we just drill him. Fuck the mission, we just drill him. But we gonna see what's up. So, boom, we go, count to 10. As soon as I push the store door open, boom, you see the loony, and like he shitted it out, and it was in tissue. You see it right there, covered in shit, tissue, all that. Nigga, gangster, nigga. So, boom. Soon as I kick the door open, nigga, like he freeze up. As soon as he freeze up, I grab his t-shirt. When I grab his t-shirt, I shoot his t-shirt. Nah, you shoot the t-shirt just for the effect, just for the panic button, just to have a nigga feel like he's under fire. You shoot the t-shirt, boom, yo. Now he know it's real. Shoot the t-shirt, boom, yo, bro, yo, chill, Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up, cause now the whole thing is, when something happens in jail, you see the whole crowd, like, it gets deathly quiet. Everybody starts looking. So now your main thing is shut the fuck up for the police hear us, nigga. So nigga, like, yo, bro, chill, bro. So boom, nigga, he got the bag out. I said, yo, don't fucking move, nigga. Don't move, nigga. Stay right here, nigga. Don't come out this fucking store, gangster. So now the homies hold the nigga down, like, yo, if this nigga move, you already know, drill this nigga. So he stays. The homie and the other homie, I almost said his name. The homie and the other homie stay in the bathroom with the nigga. So boom, I spin out. I go to the nigga. I go to my cube. When I go to my cube, I bust it down. Boom, bust it directly in the middle. Take half, cuff that. Take the other half. I wrap it in the glove. Boom. I go back in the bathroom. So when I go back in the bathroom, I basically give son half the bag back, and it was like, yo, look, nigga, this is what we gonna do from now on, nigga. It's either niggas gonna book your whole shit, shoot you, and you out of here, nigga, or niggas gonna keep half of this, and every time you go down from now on, nigga, you gonna give the homies half, nigga. And now we gonna make sure niggas that buy from you, make sure they pay that bread, and you gave something to the homies for the homies to get their own money. That way everybody's happy. So now, long story short, naturally, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna say? He agreed. He had no wins. He wasn't a go against the odds, all odds kind of nigga. So he ended up losing. He agreed to it. So long story short, for the rest of the time that I was in Bear Hill, up until when I got caught with that shooting in the gym, nigga, we was That nigga was setting it the fuck out. And anybody that was in Bear Hill with me in Loopy 2, y'all already know what it's hitting for. So now, motherfucking, he's setting it out. Long story short, everybody was eating, man. Now, the moral of that story, ladies and gentlemen, is even me, when I hit rock bottom, so to speak, I was with the slums. I was with the bullshit. And now, because I didn't have my shit, because I didn't have anything, I was with the broke niggas willing to go take someone else's shit. And this is why people don't realize, just as fun as the drug game might be in prison, that shit is just as dangerous. There's no safe way to do the wrong thing. There's no right way to do the wrong thing. So with that, the message to the youth is just try your best not to do the wrong thing, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this little small tribute of a story. You know it's more to come. And like I said earlier in this video, make sure y'all tune into my son Brooklyn Stock Shop, man. He's definitely working over there, man. And as a team, we gotta support each other. Salute. For majority of my bid, I was always in a position where I was actually the one, getting it. But then, you usually get hot, things go left, dudes start snitching, you gotta fall back. Now, just because you fall back doesn't mean that your habit slows down. Now, at that point in time, you gain like a chemical dependency on marijuana when you're incarcerated. When you're smoking weed or K2, whatever the hell that is that you're smoking, the addiction gets 10 times worse when you have nothing to do that excites you but that. Like you're locked in a room all day. So now, when you finally get high, like it helps you get through your day faster, it helps you sleep. But then now when you can't get it, you're even grumpier than you were before. You're even madder than you were before. So now that usually in jail is a bad combination with violence and it being okay to run down on people for drugs. It really not being shunned upon as it is in the streets. In the streets, you just be called a bum ass nigga that's robbing niggas and shit. But in jail, it's different. So now, long story short, being that I was always in a position to get it, when I lost my visits, fucking around with the drugs and couldn't get it no more, I was down with the wolves, down with the bullshit, running down to get it. And one of the stories that come to mind is one that I kind of remember telling this one on a live on my old channel. But I didn't ever single it out as a personal story, so that's what I'm going to do on this. But basically, we were in Bear Hill. We were in L2. Shout out to the homies that was in Loopy 2 with me, man. Y'all niggas already know the vibes. There was a nigga named Green Eyes getting a bag. Now, he was going down getting it heavy. At this time, I had lost my visits. I wasn't getting it. So, he was running down. Now, he was the type of nigga that would go down, get it, and then talk shit to like niggas that couldn't get it, wasn't getting it. But he lap danced the niggas that he knew would come and get it from him. Like, so to speak, like me, every time he'd come off the floor, he'd give me 4 quarters, which is a little bum shit, but he'd give me 4 quarters just to get high. Now, mind you, if I'm just smoking in jail at the time, I'm good. I know when I run out, I could go ask him for more, or I could just go sit with him every time he rolls up and smokes. You understand what I'm saying? You know how this shit go when you got your weight up or when you that nigga at the time. So, long story short, one day he grandstands on the homies and shit like, fuck out of here, da-da-da-da. Nigga, y'all niggas be high cause Jazzo get y'all niggas high. If it wasn't for Jazzo, y'all niggas wouldn't be smoking, da-da-da-da-da-da. And the homies fired back at that nigga like, nigga, if it wasn't for Jazzo, nigga, we would have been booked you, nigga. We'd have been took all your shit, da-da-da. So son got fly on some nigga, fuck out of here. Y'all niggas wouldn't have took nothing from me, nigga. Whether Jazzo was here or not. He talking all the rah-rah shit, right? So sure enough, the nigga goes on a visit and shit. And one of the homies basically want to book the nigga. Like, yo, we should book that nigga, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, nah, don't book that nigga. Like, yo, you talking shit like that. So now, he goes down the floor. Niggas plotting to book him. I said, nah. If he come back this week and he do that grandstanding shit that he do, we gonna get him next time. You heard? But if he come back and he chilling, let the nigga rock. Long story short, son got fly, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward, we end up getting this nigga. Now, the way the mediums are, we was in the medium. The way the mediums are, it's just like at your local gym, how the bathrooms are mad sinks lined up next to each other. Then they have the toilets lined up next to each other with the doors that close with the little lock. Yeah, those type of toilets. So now, all the way in the back is where niggas go and smoke or shit they bag out in jail. But now, if you standing all the way in the day room by the windows, no homo shit, you can see the bottom of a nigga feet. Like, you'll see a nigga pants around his ankles. Like, that's how you'll be able to see if a nigga is in the stall if you gotta use the bathroom. So now, when he come off the floor that day, we already had it lined up. Like, every time he come back, he do the same shit. He go to his cube, he grab his towel, he go to the bathroom, hang his towel, shit it out, smoke, come out, talk his shit. He do the same shit every time. So now, this time we wasn't gonna let him come out, still talk his shit. So, long story short, I remember, bro, was the niggas in the stall and shit. So I'm like, yo, we gonna count to 10, right? When I get to 10, we gonna push it in. We go blitz this nigga. So now it's me and two of the homies. I go. It's like, it was basically just me and son, but there was two homies there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was making sure once we move on the mission, it's a complete mission. We gotta secure the bag. It is what it is. So boom. I said, oh, by the time we count to 10, the nigga be in there, his pants would be down. He be done pushed.